Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will see few more Splunk interview questions. This will be the part 6. I had already created a playlist for all my Splunk interview questions. Do refer all the videos for more questions. Now, the first question in this video, as far as the Splunk interview questions are concerned, what is a token in Splunk? Explain. Okay, so tokens are like a programming variable. A token name represents as a value that you can change, such as a user selection in a form input. You can use tokens to access and pass these. Okay, this is what really important as far as the tokens are concerned in Splunk. Now you can also create custom tokens to implement interactive behavior. For example, define a dollar show panel. Okay, you'll be using a dollar symbol here, and then a token to you to set or unset to control panel display. All right, so what I will do is I will give a description for each. I'll give a link in this answer itself for each question. I'm sure there are a lot of information about tokens or other things also, so do refer the link which I will give, which I'll be giving here for more information or for more details for every question. Okay, all right, so what are common used commands in Splunk? Okay, so again, there are a lot of commands we'll be using in real time. Like you have stats, chats, time chart command, rar, top command, transaction command, everything. Okay, so for all these commands you can refer the link which I have given below. But to talk about couple of commands, like you have time chart is to create a time searches chart and a corresponding table statistics. See function for stats, chart and time chart in a Splunk enterprise search references. Okay, now when it comes to top command, it displays the most common values of a field, and then transaction used to groups such results into transactions. Okay, so please do refer this link for more commands that we'll be using in Splunk. Now the next question, what is a drill down and drop down? Very important question. It is especially when you're working in a development side, it's really important to know how this works. Okay, you might want to share additional data insights when user click on the data points, tables, rows. Okay, table rows for other visualizations elements in a dashboard. We use a drill down to build this interactively into your dashboards. Now we'll have to see how this drill down works. Actually is drill down is a tool that configuring responses to user clicks on a visualizations in a dashboards or a form, right? Drill down behaves is a configured within the individual visualizations. Okay, you can have a separate drill down configurations for each visualization in a dashboard. Depending on the visualization type, you can also enable drill down on a specific element in a visualization, such as a table, raw, or a cell, these things, right? Now you can do refer this link for more details about the drill down. And if you see drop down, the main purpose of adding inputs in Splunk dashboard is to make a dashboard dynamic. There are few easy steps to add Splunk dashboard input drop down to the dashboard. Open a dashboard which you want to make a dynamic. You can see the edit option on top right corner of the dashboard. Click on edit option. Okay, so do refer this link. I will anyway give all the links in my description as well. You can refer those for more details. Now what is lookups? Very important. Okay, I think lookups I have already explained in my previous videos, so I have given few more information in this video about the types of lookups and everything. You can please read out as it is given here, or you can refer my previous videos also. Okay, so just go through this question. It is a very important question. Since I had already explained in my previous video, I'm not going into this. Okay, now what is a main search and sub search? Okay, main search and sub search. Splunk supports Nest queries the inner query is called subsearch, and the outer query is called the main search. Okay, subsearch, main search. Subsearches are enclosed to a square, square brackets. Okay, it will be enclosed in a square bracket and are always executed first. Okay, that means the result of a subsearch get passed into main search, not the other way around. Okay, so this is very simple thing to understand, but very important to know how the main search and subsearch works in Splunk. All right. So what are dashboards in Splunk? We know Splunk is a very good creating dashboards. A lot of companies will ask you to create dashboards as per the requirement, front end or a back end. So dashboard in Splunk plays a major role. Okay. About dashboard, if you see the dashboards are views which consist of panels. The panels can include such modules as search boxes, fields, maps, tables, and lists, etc. All right. Change dashboard permission. We can give dashboard editor across the dashboard. Okay. Next point, you can see here, right? Create dashboards and panels in the section. We will have to search as a dashboard panel and add all the element to the dashboard. Now, how do you view that? View and edit dashboard panel. A separate view is given to see a list of dashboards we have access to. Okay, and finally you can add controls to dashboard. We can add input controls to dashboard panel, such as the time range picker in the dashboard list. Okay, click buttercup games. This is just this is where the example it is taken, so you don't have to consider this. So this is the typical understanding about dashboards. Okay, here is the one of the examples of dashboards, how how beautiful Splunk in giving the dashboards to us. You can create wonderful dashboards using Splunk. All right. Okay, so move to next question. What are reports in Splunk? Okay, reports are one of the user knowledge objects, like we have reports, alerts, dashboards, all these, right? Just to give you what reports basically, it creates create a new report in settings. You can manually create new reports in settings. Okay, schedule report and click new report. Once you create a report, you can view result that the report returns on the report viewing page. Okay, you can get the viewing page for report by clicking the name of the report on the report listing page, and then you can also open the report and edit it so that returns different data for displays its data in a different manner. Okay, your report opens in either a pivot or a search, okay, depending on how it was created. All right, so friends, I have these questions to share in this specific video. I hope this will help you to prepare Splunk interview questions. Okay, I will anyway give the descriptions for every question in this video. Okay, do refer and let me know if you have any questions as far as Splunk interviews are concerned. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel, Technology Redefined. Thank you very much.